Today is Wednesday, the 15th of November 2023. I'm currently doing a London outlook. I'd start with the calendar for the day. Essentially, we've got significant GBP news CPI at 9 a.m. We can look to fade this news depending on the result. And then subsequently, we've got USD's red folder news at 3:30 p.m. However, that's PPI retail sales and Empire State Manufacturing Index. We can look to trade before this. We can allow the news to even trigger an entry. It's not a news event, which generally affects spreads prior to entry, so that's fine. CPI for GBP is quite significant, and that happens on Frankfurt Open, which is fine because we don't trade before then. Um, Again, our approach is largely to fade the news for the day and trade accordingly. Then, in terms of charts, today I'm looking at both GBPUSD and gold, just because we're in a bit of a awkward position currently. So as you can see, we have a confirmed trend on the 4H, so we have a confirmed bullish trend, and we're currently in ERL, external range liquidity momentum space, right? Because this is a swing level and we clearly far above it, with the next logical 4H order block being here at the bottom. Our targets on a 15 or 5 minute would be this substructure high, and once we achieve this, then it's unlikely that we're going to have sufficient time remaining the rest of the day to create new internal range liquidity to then target the next 4H high that forms. If we look at the 5 minute, I've marked out the order flow for the day already, and you can see we've bumped IRL. We've already chalked, so supply did take control temporarily, and then currently demand is in control. This is the last IRL point, so once that's taken out, then trading becomes questionable, and our best bet is to wait for new internal range liquidity to form. However, if the target is taken out and we just push a lot higher, then it makes it quite difficult to find an entry for the remainder of the day, which is why I'm also considering looking for trades on gold. Just to quickly touch on the daily, if you look at it, today would be the fourth bullish day. Generally, from the third day onwards, we anticipate a bearish move. However, because we are in ERL continuation momentum scenario, we can trade the fourth up to the fourth day with the bullish bias without expecting a bearish candle. So 1, 2, 3. Yesterday was a large bullish day. Today is anticipated to be a bullish day as well because we are in ERL space. But obviously it's uncertain, and all we can do is trade according to our plan scenarios we've planned for. So that brings me to the end of the outlook for GBPUSD. I'll quickly touch on gold. If you look at gold, again, let's rather just start on daily. What you can see is we've had two bullish days. We're not in ERL momentum space, so the expectation is that today will close bearish. On the 4 hour, what you can see is that we recently made a change of character on the 4H structure. However, we haven't yet made a break of structure over here, which means we can sort of try and make sense of what is this PA coming off from. And what you should be able to see is there's this previously confirmed trend for each leg over here. uh, that we're reacting from, and based on that we then created this new primary leg from this reaction point, and we've got some primary leg OBs, and we've also got the pro-trend unconfirmed OBs that we can trade it from. Like I said, the daily candle bias is to short, so the underlying premise would be to short from this OB into this primary leg OB, or short from this OB to the next closest primary leg OB that will likely be a barrier to our trading. Looking at the 5 minute, what you should be able to see is we've got a change of character order block way down here. There's nothing all the way up here, so our options is either that price comes here before we can find a valid order flow shift, or the next best thing would be that price takes out this high with a candle body break right there, and then we can reassess our 15-minute primary leg, because we should be able to find a chalk level closer to this level here. Other things to remember to monitor is your session liquidities for Asia, Frankfurt, and London, and also to be aware of, if we wick this OB, we create 4H buy to sell wick barriers, um, because when this is wicked, we don't know if it's a wick or a break, hence why we identify the 4H buy to sell wick order block, which creates a barrier for us to not trade against. Yeah, I think that's the end of the outlook. Perhaps to just quickly touch on the alerts I've set. So the relevant alerts will obviously be um, where the new primary leg can form. So once price closes above this and below the current chalk level, which I'm hoping will change. Otherwise, prices to come too far down to be reasonable for full order flow to be validated. And then also we've got alerts set at the Asia range high and low, because as you know, we can't trade until the session range liquidity is swept at least on one side. And the same would apply to GBPUSD. So if we look at GBPUSD, what you can see is we currently got quite a substantial Asia range. It's currently spanning 20 pips. Okay, so maybe not that substantial. It just looks substantial because we're quite zoomed in due to the explosive move that happened yesterday after CPI. So again, we've got alert sets on the Asia ranges, and then we'll reassess once one of those ranges are taken, because remember, our trading day only starts once one side of the range is swept. And then obviously we've got to keep a close tabs on if we still have IRL and whether our targets are met or not. The other pair I'm looking at also is Euro USD, but it's too similar to GBP USD. So as a result, I'll just trade GBP USD and monitor gold to see how the day progresses. Okay, that brings me to the end of the outlook. We'll chat again for the New York outlook, or if not, the end of day review